response is rain. I give my response, if I see my call, your response is snow. I give my response, your response is fork. Okay, so rain, snow, fork. And then I'll give you one more, and I want a big cheer at the end. Neither rain, nor snow, nor forks in the road will stop these dedicated public servants from serving the American people. Neither rain, nor snow, nor forks in the road will stop these dedicated public servants from serving the American people. Who are we?
We fight for you!
CFPB! What do we do?
We fight for you!
Let us work!
Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! Let us work! No Musk! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Musk! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Musk! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Musk! No KKK! No Musk! No KKK! No fascist USA!
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you. We're here today because Elon Musk and Doge have infiltrated the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They are trying to shut it down, hoping to delete it, but we're not going to let them get away with it. One of our secret weapons is that the public actually understands what this little agency does. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau stands up for consumers when credit card companies and banks try to rip us off. But Elon Musk and the Trump administration are squarely on the side of higher credit card fees, higher bank fees, and more abusive junk fees. Musk himself wants to control the payment systems that Americans use. Why? Greed. It's pure greed. Another way to put this is that Elon Musk is stealing from you. And that's the core message of this event today. The Trump administration and Doge and Elon Musk, all with their hijinks and chaos, are actually after one thing: stealing from the American people. They are stealing from you. So I want you to say it with me. They are stealing from you. They are stealing from you. When Trump and Musk tell the hardworking civil servants in this building to stop cracking down on credit card companies that charge abusive fees, what is he up to? And when Musk and his minions try to undo the rule that brought down overdraft fees from $32 to $8, what is he doing? When Musk insists that medical debt, which was just taken off our credit score reports, that will now be used to jack up the costs of your home or car loan, what is he doing? That's right. Elon Musk, Doge, and the Trump administration are stealing from you by trying to shut down and delete the CFPB. They are stealing your data for their own greedy ends, and soon they will try to pass giant tax cuts for big banks, big credit card companies, and for billionaires and Elon Musk and Donald Trump himself. But we are going to stop them together. And of course, there's no one better to lead us in that effort than the lady herself who created the CFPB. We all know that's Senator Elizabeth Warren, which the Progressive Change Institute has worked with, fighting by her side since she first ran for Senate. And we can't wait to hear her inspiring remarks. So here's who's excited to hear from Senator Warren. I hate to tell you, there's going to be one more person first who's also inspiring and incredibly important in this fight. So I'm going to bring up Ezra Levin from Indivisible, who is going to introduce the senator from Massachusetts. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm not Elizabeth Warren. I'm Ezra Levin. I'm from Indivisible. Thank you. So I want to praise our incredible partners in this Progressive Change Institute. We just heard from Marie. Give it up. We got Move On, Americans for Financial Reform, but especially CFPB, Union, NTEU, 335. These are the workers who are protecting us from the big banks, from the financial scammers. Give them some love. Let's hear it. Give them some love. I got to brag a little bit. Because last week, when Elon Musk started raiding the Treasury, oh, I think I hear a senator coming soon. She's coming up soon. We're going to get to her. We'll get to you. Okay. Last week, when Elon Musk started raiding the Treasury, I got to say, there was a little bit of a sluggish response from some of our congressional allies. I didn't love to see it. We had then 50,000 people on a call, and what we were asking folks to do was go around to your own senators' offices where you live, and tell them, stop Elon Musk. And that one little call, within 24 hours, there were 300 events all over the country in every single state, save Mississippi. Tupelo, Mississippi, Indivisible, I'll get in touch with you. Every single state, just about, was calling on their senators. Then on Tuesday, who here was at the Treasury building on Tuesday? We had thousands of people calling on senators to shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. That was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you know what our Senate Democratic colleagues did? They shut it down. They shut it down. They listened to you. They used up all their time that they could to slow down the Senate and fight back against Russell Vote, that human embodiment of Project 2025. We're reaching the boo part of this. I'm glad. We're getting there. So he got through. He is now trying to shut down the CFPB. That's what he's trying to do. How did he get into office? I'm going to name a few names. Senator Susan Collins of Maine. Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina. Senator Dan Sullivan of Alaska. Senator John Ossoff of Ohio. Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa. You know what all those folks share in common? At least two things. One, they all voted for Russell Vote. Two, they're all up for re-election next year. Trump and Musk want you to feel powerless. Are you powerless? Trump and Musk want congressional Democrats to feel powerless. Are they powerless? Okay, but let's get specific. If you've been to an Indivisible, you know, look, I love a good chant, but we're not just here to chant. We're going to actually do some organizing together, right? We're going to actually make impact in real time together as a group. So here's what I'm going to say. We are headed into a showdown with congressional Republicans. And you know what they're doing right now? They are asking for Democratic votes to give money to Trump and Musk to continue to raid our government. Should Democrats give them those votes? That's right, but what should they do? Here's what I'm going to say. We should be asking them, withhold your vote. 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 Okay, wait, why are you chanting at me? I'm not a senator. I'm not a representative. What can I do? Wait, what's that? Oh, wait, I'm just hearing that we have got members of Congress here with us today. We've got a lot of members of Congress. We've got more than 15 members of Congress. So, here, even for my favorite members of Congress, this is an organizing moment. And it is our responsibility in organizing moments to put the questions into even to our best friends in the Senate. And
Coming over.
Testing, testing. Okay. I don't want to leave Senator Warren here standing too much longer. Whew. Okay, so here's my ask. Senator Warren, as you come up and speak to us and inspire us, can you commit to withholding your vote until this constitutional crisis is over?
I am so glad to be here with you today. My name is Elizabeth Warren, and I am here with you to fight for our Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is the cop on the beat. And that cop is the one that caught the crooks and so far has made them give back $21 billion. That cop is the one that put that $21 billion right back into the hands of the American people who got cheated. That cop is the one who has worked day by day to get your money back when some slime ball decided they could cheat you and there wouldn't be anything you can do about it. Now, the CFPB is the little agency that has fought for us, and we are here today to fight for the CFPB. Let's give a huge cheer for the CFPB. Donald Trump ran his campaign on lowering costs for working families. Yeah, now he and his co-president, Elon Musk, have tried to shut down the agency that has delivered $21 billion to hardworking families. $21 billion to people who got cheated, and Trump and Musk want to just take that agency away. Donald Trump and Elon Musk have told the financial cops at the CFPB to stand down. Now think about this. I want you to think about this for a minute. No matter how big the scam, no matter how bold the trap, they have said, just stand by and let the Wall Street boys take your money. Well, we are here to fight back. We want our financial cops back on the beat. Yep. This is a fight, and I want you to watch who this fight is between. This is a fight between millions of hardworking people who just don't want to get cheated, and a handful of billionaires like Elon Musk who want the chance to cheat them. So here's how we have to think about this. For every person who wants to buy a home without getting scammed, this fight is your fight. For every family that doesn't want to get put out on the street in an illegal foreclosure, this is your fight. For every student who wants to borrow money to go to school without getting defrauded, this is your fight. every member of our military who doesn't want to get trapped by some sleazy payday lender, say it with me, this is your fight. For every person who borrows money to buy a car and doesn't want to get trapped in the fine print, this is your fight. For every American who doesn't want to see Wall Street crash our economy again, this is your fight. Oh, and for every American who doesn't want some weird Elon Musk suck up searching through your personal private data, this is your fight. Your fight, my fight, our fight, and we will win this fight. Because understand this fight is about more than one little agency. This fight is about more than just our financial rules and regulations. This fight is about more than just Democrat versus Republican politics. This fight is about hardworking people versus the billionaires who want to squeeze more and more and more money out of them. And now is our time to put a stop to this. Look, these damn billionaires are making their moves right out in the open. Look at Elon, please. No, just look. He invested $288 million to buy an election for Donald Trump. And now he is right here to collect on that investment. Elon Musk owns X, which has been losing money like crazy. So Elon has a plan for a new payment platform called X Money. Elon wants X Money to touch every part of your financial life. But Elon has got a problem. The financial cops. The CFPB is there to make sure that Elon's new project can't scam you or steal your sensitive personal data. So Elon's solution, get rid of the cops, kill the CFPB. This is like a bank robber trying to fire the cops and turn off the alarms just before he strolls into the lobby. We are here to fight back. So I gotta ask, are you ready to stand up to the scammers? Are you ready to push back against the fraudsters? Are you ready to say no to Elon Musk? Look, after the 2008 financial crash and the big bank bailout, Congress created the CFPB to protect people from getting swindled. Congress built it, and no one other than Congress, not Donald Trump, not Elon Musk, no one can fire the financial cops. We are fighting back, and understand this, there is power in fighting back, real power. We, the people, not Elon Musk, we, the people, have the real power in this country, and we are going to use that power. So here it is. Are you ready to fight for the little agency that fights for us? Are you ready to fight the billionaires who are trying to take over this country? Are you ready to say no to Elon Musk? We will fight it out in Congress. We will fight it out in the courts. We will fight it out across this country. And I promise you, we will win.
Give it up for Senator Elizabeth Warren. Okay, we've got a lot of champions here tonight. We have another senator coming up, and remind me, what are we asking our elected officials right now? Something about withholding something. Withhold your vote. Senator Chris Van Hollen, my senator from Maryland, I got to ask you, are you willing to withhold your vote until this constitutional crisis is over?
I am, and no more business as usual in the United States Senate. Let's give it up for Elizabeth Warren, who helped create the CFPB. So Elon Musk wants to shut down the CFPB, but we're here to say we're going to shut down Elon Musk's illegal operation. You know, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has returned billions of dollars to Americans who were victims of fraudsters, of cheaters, and scammers. And so there's something particularly sick, particularly twisted about the richest man in the world trying to shut down that compensation for Americans who have been cheated by scammers. Are we going to shut down the Elon Musk operation? You bet we are, because as Elizabeth Warren said, and you know, this is a small organization, and it's taken on some very powerful interests. It's the cop on the beat, but all those cheaters and scammers, they don't want it to succeed. And so that's why they brought Elon Musk in to do their dirty work for them. Are we going to let them get away with that? No. Hell no. This is the most corrupt bargain in American history. Elon Musk spent over $280 million to elect Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has given Elon Musk the keys to the United States government. Are we going to let that stand? This is a takeover. You see what they're doing here at the CFPB. You saw what happened over the Treasury Department. The biggest heist of Americans' sensitive personal information that we've ever seen. Are we going to let that stand? No. They access Social Security information. They access banking information. A judge told them to cut it out. And you probably heard the Vice President of the United States saying, I'm not sure a judge has that power. Well, judges have that power. They have the power to apply the law. So all of us need to do what we're doing right here. Stand, unite, and fight. Democracy over oligarchy. Stop the billionaire grift. Nobody elected Elon, and that's why it's important that the American people gather here, because I will close with this. Their ultimate goal is to shut down important services for the American people. They just shut down, and they just deeply cut monies that are spent in medical research to help develop cures and treatments for cancer. They shut down funds for the Agency for International Development that helps stop the spread of diseases overseas, which not only saves lives overseas, but stop those diseases from spreading here in the United States. And when they cut all those important programs for the American people, they've been at the Department of Education, they've been over at CMS with the Medicare files, they've been throughout the government. What they want to do is they then want to give this big, fat tax cut to Elon Musk and the billionaires. Are we going to let them do that? Hell no, we're not going to let them do that, because when Donald Trump on Inauguration Day said it's going to be a new golden age for America, he did not mean the people he said he had campaigned for. He didn't mean the forgotten Americans. He meant Elon Musk and the tech titans who are standing right behind him. So this is a great fraud. This is the great betrayal we're seeing in the first 21 days. And we're here to blow the whistle and say, hell no, we're going to shut down the Elon Musk operation. Are we going to do that? Let's do it together. All right. And now, one of my great heroes, Maxine Waters.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at this crowd. Elon Musk, where are you? Bring your ass over here so you can see who's here and what we're doing. We're not afraid of you. We know that you are the co-president now of the United States of America. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to follow very closely what he's doing and how he has done it. First of all, we're here at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. What is it? This is so important. Prior to this being organized in the Dodd-Frank reforms, consumers didn't have any place to really file complaints. They didn't have anywhere to go when the biggest banks in America was ripping them off. The student loans were being undermined. They didn't have any place to go. But guess what? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was organized in a way to deal with people who are the victims of fraud by the biggest corporations in America. And so, what do? They're holding mega banks accountable for violating the law. They're protecting service members from illegal fees, high interest loans, and false advertising. Stops discrimination in housing and the U.S. economy. Protects students from scams. Why does Elon Musk want to get rid of all of this? Because he's a thief. He's a gangster. He brings his billionaire friends along with him because they think that they can take over this country. And Trump has said, you give me enough money, you can have it. And that's what he has done. He has turned over our country to Elon Musk. We didn't elect him. We didn't select him. We didn't ask for him. And we don't want him. And so, if he thinks we're pushovers, he got another thought coming. We are prepared to fight. We're prepared to fight. And while he is collecting all of the data, he has violated our privacy. He has violated our privacy, and he keeps going. Well, you know, we fought him over at Treasury. Remember, he took his little gangsters in, and they stole our private information, and we organized in the way that we're doing today. He was surprised as hell. He didn't know that we would come together in the way that we're doing. USAID, he went in there. Why did he go? It is my understanding he was already under investigation by you. And so he went in there to steal all of the records, to get all of the data. But guess what? It's something bigger going on with him and Trump. Elon is over in South Africa threatening Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, and telling him, we are coming in here. I'm going to create a whole battery factory. But you guys work to get something, I believe in your Constitution, that says that the black South Africans and people who we fought for to get rid of apartheid now can have 30% in all of the foreign businesses that come in. Elon Musk said, I'm going to build a battery factory. I want you to get rid of that 30%. And so we said no. And so I've talked with the ambassador from South Africa. They're fighting, they're struggling. But guess what happened? Trump announced that they're going to get rid of all the foreign aid if he doesn't do it. And they're reorganizing all of the right-wing old people that we fought in order to get rid of apartheid. But now these gangsters are going to threaten and bluff them and take over South Africa by going in and developing all of Elon's businesses and the battery factory. This is thievery. This is gangsterism. This is no respect for anything or anybody. Well, I want you to know that we are not afraid of anything and anybody. We have worked too hard. We have fought too hard for this democracy, and we ain't turning it over to Elon Musk. I want Elon Musk to know that we're going to stop him. I don't care what he thinks about his power. I don't care what he thinks about his ownership of this country. First of all, I want you to applaud the courts. They're doing a pretty damn good job right now. They're doing a pretty damn good job, but they will be as strong as we are. When we show up in the numbers like we're doing today, it sends a message to the courts that we mean business. Do we mean business? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got to send another message out here. And the message is, for all of you who voted for him, you didn't know he was going to get you too. And so we want you to come forward. And I want you to say, I voted, but I changed my mind. I didn't know that he was going to get me too. I didn't know that he was going to make sure that anybody in any of these agencies where we want to go in and capture all of this data, which we will monetize. He's all about money. All of it will be monetized. I'm so proud to be here with you today. One of the greatest achievements of my career has been the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And let me just wrap this up by saying I was there when we created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In the Dodd-Frank reforms, remember that? And we created that, and I've worked with it. They have fought us. The Republicans have tried to destroy it. We have won in the Supreme Court, but we were smart. When we organized it, we made sure they didn't have to go through the appropriations process. They get their funding directly from the feds. And just as we work to protect it so that their money would not be taken from them in the appropriations process, we're going to work now to make sure that he's not going to kill the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We're not going to allow it. They lied on us when we were over at the Department of Education. They said, that's what Trump said. He said that we were breaking in. We ain't breaking in nowhere. We're using our power. We're using our collective power. We're standing up. We're speaking out. And this is our country, and we're not going to let Elon Musk have it. He can't have it. So, Elon, come here and face us. Bring your ass on over here. Come on over here and face us so you can hear from us. You can see us. You can look us in the eye. We're not afraid. Are we going to fight? Fight. Are we going to win? Yeah. Is this our country? Yeah. Are we going to let it be sold? No. Are we going to tell Trump, get out of the way and take your thieving Elon Musk with you? Thank you very much.
Representative Maxine Waters, everybody. Incredible. Okay, we've got a lineup here of a lot of fighters. And what do we want to see from our fighters? We've got Frank Pallone from New Jersey. Representative Pallone, can I ask you, are you willing to withhold your vote until this constitutional crisis is over?
I'm absolutely withholding my vote. And we just want to thank you. We got a lot of Democratic members of Congress here from all over the country, and we just want to thank you all because you have the power, and it's just great to see so many people here today united to fight against Elon Musk and Trump and what they're trying to do with the consumer agency. Now, I just want to say very briefly, in my home state of New Jersey, last year, there were 100,000 people that filed complaints with the CFPB. And as has been mentioned, if it didn't exist and if it wasn't really robust, they would not have a place to go. And that's why this is so important, because the billionaires have a place to go, but the little guy often does not. And they have it here in this agency. And I want to tell you, back in my district, I don't care if it's, payday lenders or it's medical debt or it's overdraft fees. People are hurting. And it's only because of this agency that they have someone to fight for them against all these predatory practices. So once again, thank you again. Thank you for what you do, and we're going to continue the fight. Thanks.
When we fight, when we fight. Okay, I'm really pleased to introduce our next speaker. Representative Ayanna Pressley is in the House. Where's Ayanna? I think I know the answer to this, but Representative Pressley, are you willing to withhold your vote until this constitutional crisis is over?
Absolutely. Last week I saw a sign in the crowd that said DOGE stands for Dangerous Oligarchs Grab at Everything. And I said it then and I'll say it again, that Elon Musk needs to keep his grubby hands, his greedy grubby hands, off of our government. You know, I don't know about all of you, but I'm having a hard time sleeping at night. My daughter is 16 years old and looking at colleges, and I'm so worried about the world that she's living in now and the world that she will inherit. And I asked myself, how do we get here? How were working men and women convinced to believe that a failed businessman who was godless and lawless could lead them anywhere? Because he lied. Because he's a liar and a crook. But he's been given a lot of oxygen. I want to give you all some. You're all here when you could have been anywhere else because you give a damn. You give a damn about this country. You give a damn about our democracy. You give a damn about your neighbors. You are the true patriots. Now, you may not have an occupant in the Oval Office that cares about lifting your burdens and lightening your loads and harnessing your dreams to make them real. But know that the Democrats that stand behind me, they have got your back. And we will stand up and we will fight until they stand down, because we are going to match their energy. Elon Musk and your muskrats. Elon Musk, I mean Donald Trump, same thing at this point, right? Who really is the president, Donald? Donald Trump ran on a promise to bring down costs for everyday people, didn't have a plan for it, but said he would. Well, Donald, how's that going? I'll ask you all, how's it going? Are your eggs cheaper? Is your housing more affordable? Tell me how letting Elon put his paws in the cookie jar is helping a single person who calls this country home. Families are struggling. The rent is too damn high. The cost of groceries is too damn high. The big banks and giant corporations are all too eager to nickel and dime hardworking people. And you know what has been a saving grace for families trying to hold on to a buck? This small but mighty government agency, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now look, those of you watching, you may have never heard of them. Isn't it just the truth that you don't know how much you benefit from your government or your democracy until someone comes through with a wrecking ball and creates a constitutional crisis with an unprecedented power grab? You've never heard of them, but trust me, they've been working hard for you, the people, for over a decade. They are the same agency. They got banks to cap overdraft fees. They take on scammers. that are after our elders' money. They stop the medical debt from dinging your credit report. They go after banks that practice lending discrimination. This is what we're going to dismantle. What in the hell kind of government efficiency is that? No justice for scammed elders? Look, let me tell you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress.
That's right.
But they are not serious. This is not about government efficiency. What kind of efficiency makes people hungrier, poorer, and less safe? The CFPB are watchdogs fighting for the people, so no wonder Elon and Donald want to gut it. They don't want watchdogs protecting the people. They want predators and bad actors to run rampant and take people for a ride. These men just want to pillage the government and make themselves rich. Meanwhile, the CFPB, this essential agency that could put $21 billion, that's B with $1 billion, back in people's pockets. Now, if you're Elon Musk, with a net worth, are y'all ready, of near $400 billion, maybe that's pocket change, but not for everyday people. The good policies coming out of this place have been make or break for folks struggling to make ends meet in the midst of recessions, pandemics, and much more. So I just want to take a moment, because I told some stories and profiles about people who've been protected and helped by this agency, but I don't want this workforce to be faceless to you. Can we just thank this dedicated workforce at the CFPB? Agencies across our government who have been doing this life-saving work. They take pride in this work. That's right. That's right. They do life-saving work, and this is also about their lives and their livelihoods as well. So we're grateful to them in the midst of this unprecedented assault on our democracy. And I want to say to them, the uncertainty and fear that you are feeling today is real. But I want you to know that every single person here and then some has your back. And we are going to litigate, legislate, agitate, and resist, because you are worth it. So we will see you in Congress, in the courts, and in the streets. And I'll close it out here. Again, as I think about my 16-year-old daughter, a movement sibling of all of ours, Cecile Richards, an incredible warrior for justice, recently transitioned. And in the midst of battling cancer, she was still out in these streets organizing and resisting. And she was asked, "What are you doing here? You're still fighting when you're in a fight for your life." And her response was, the question will be asked, when everything was at stake for the country, what did you do? And the only acceptable answer will be, everything that I could. Thank you all.
Representative Ayanna Pressley, everyone. Wow. Now that is a tough act to follow, but we've got a couple of folks, Alice Cohen and Marissa Dukowski, who are consumer attorneys for the CFPB, on the front lines actually fighting for all of us. Y'all here to tell us the actual impact of this attack on Americans. We're looking for an Alice and a Marissa. Oh, here we go.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Marissa Dukowski. I'm a multiply disabled attorney and activist on the Disabilities Community Project, a staff attorney at SEDEC DC, an independent public interest law center. We've represented numerous clients who have come to us after Comerica Bank refused to reverse unauthorized charges on their Direct Express cards, which are used by over 3 million people to receive payments for Social Security, veteran pensions, and disability benefits. Many of these folks have disabilities or are over 65. In one case, an 87-year-old disabled client whose only source of income was Social Security came to us for help in disputing charges for online purchases taken out of her Social Security payment. She didn't even know how to use a computer. We attempted to contact Comerica Bank and were on hold for at least an hour if we could even get through. Each time we called, about 5 times. To make matters worse, our client relied on a prepaid phone, so each call required my client to spend resources she simply did not have. When we could get someone on the line, the agent would often hang up upon learning that an attorney was on the call. Once an agent promised to send her a fraud questionnaire, but surprise, surprise, never did. After about a month and a half of disputing the fraudulent claims with Comerica, it became more expensive for our client to call Direct Express repeatedly on her prepaid phone than it was for her to stop disputing the final fraudulent charge and assume liability for this loss. That's why the CFPB just 2 months ago sued Comerica Bank for conduct that includes deliberately disconnecting 24 million customer service calls and mishandling fraud complaints. But work on that case has now halted. Yes, Boo is right. The CFPB's move to hold Comerica accountable for violations of federal laws and regulations was so critical. Not everyone has a lawyer to support them, and even those who do can't always get the relief they're looking for. Lawsuits like this one, addressing systemic violations, help to keep consumers like my client safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, allies. I am Elise Cohen from the National Consumer Law Center, and this is my colleague and CLC Associate Director, Lauren Saunders. Homeowners around the nation have the CFPB to thank for a mortgage market that roots out fraud and abuse, and for the fact that when families hit a bump in the road, companies are required to work with you to find an affordable solution. Let me tell you about one family who, after multiple significant hardships, saved their home because of the CFPB. The son of elderly homeowners in a rural county in Maine, scattered with family farms, bought his parents' home so they could live out the rest of their lives there, and he could live with and care for them. Due to medical issues and job loss, he soon after lost his salary and instead received Social Security disability and food stamps. He fell behind on the mortgage. He cut back on everything he could: groceries, heat, hot water, gifts, going out. He felt overcome with guilt that he could not make the payments and suffered from depression. He saw that his mother suffered from anxiety around losing the home too, and that made him feel more guilt and shame. When he asked for mortgage help, his loan company, a company that the CFPB has sued, offered him an expensive plan that set him up to fail instead of the affordable one their policies required. The monthly payment was 150% of his monthly income on disability, and it required an initial payment that was 200% of his monthly income. The son and his parents pooled their resources and made payments, but this was not sustainable. During these times, his mother passed away, and he cared for his father, who had dementia. The mortgage company should have given this family the payment they could afford, the one their policies required, but instead they gave them years of hardship. Later, the family was able to get help, and because the CFPB's rules made the difference, they were able to get that affordable payment, the one they should have been offered years earlier. Because of the CFPB, his father could live out his life